Hello, everyone. Well, thank you for having me here. Proud to be here. And it's a very interesting subject we're going to talk about today. It's about integrating innovation in a traditional private bank. And the innovation is introducing digital assets in a very classical, traditional private banking unit in Switzerland. So a small introduction about myself. I'm the managing director of our bank Switzerland and member of the executive committee. I'm in charge of treasury, trading, among other things, digital assets, financial institutions, and marketing. So I've introduced the idea of digital assets as early as 2017, and we've been working on this idea for a while before it came a reality. We'll come back to that later on. I'm also a member of the investment committee of AB Venture and AB Accelerator, which are two venture arms of Arab Bank PLC, which is our sister company in Amman, who's one of the biggest banking group in the Middle East. So AB Venture has got 30 million to invest. Already 14.2 were deployed in 8 companies. It's got the ticket size, the average ticket size between 500K and 3 million USD. One of the noteworthy success story is PXL Vision. It's based in Zurich. It's a deep tech into digital identity. And AB Accelerator is more on the earlier stage tactical investments arm. So it's a smaller endowment of 4 million USD and 2.8 deployed in 7 companies. So you have typically smaller tickets, 250K to 600K. And one of the noteworthy success stories is Tabby, which is a buy now or pay later solution focused on the GCC. So just Arab Bank Switzerland was created in 1962 in Zug, actually, and is completely independent from Arab Bank PLC because we have the same shareholders, but we have no legal ties with them. We do collaborate. One of the examples of collaboration is me being member of the investment committee of AB Venture. And so it's our 60th anniversary, Arab Bank's 60th anniversary this year. We try, it's one of a very solid private banking unit. We have 551 million equity, which is very high for a private bank. We have 5.4 billion Swiss franc in assets under management. And we have mainly 3 business lines. So wealth management, commodity trade finance, and treasury and digital assets. So these are our main business lines. And we've been trying to innovate ever since I joined the bank in 2009 with other people who joined the bank. We're trying to create a little by little to introduce new ideas, to use new products, not as spectacular maybe as the digital assets in 2019, but we've already had a start on that, introducing new asset management products, new asset management structured products internalized, and we were one of the first private banks to have an FX platform offered to our clients in 2014. And so in 2019, we created the solution. We had the green light for FINMA, and as I said, we were working on the idea since 2017. We were ready, and our goal, and it's still what we're working on, you know, the ecosystem is evolving so quickly. You cannot just offer a product and say it's done and we're finished. We've done our work and that's it. So our idea is to have a one-stop shop for digital assets for all our clients. So whether they are our natural private banking clients, whether they are new clients from the crypto space, they could be miners, they could be crypto-rich adopters, early adopters, they could be ICOs or funds or asset managers. So we're creating this platform to be a one-stop shop for them, For our private clients, they just buy cryptos and sell cryptos. They don't have to bother about how it works behind them, about having what's the wallet number. It's completely integrated in our banking solution. So we started the idea is that in 2017, we were looking at that and introducing trading in cryptos. But what I've seen in the market, so what was lacking is the custody solution. There was nothing very efficient, and I wasn't very comfortable to offer that solution and to have the risk on a market exchange. You know, in 2017, we're early on, which is still licking the wounds of Mt. Gox. So it was a completely different environment. In 2018, some institutional grade solutions were starting to come to the market, and we looked again at offering this service. And the cornerstone of our offer was really the custody. Once you control the custody, you can plug in all the services you want. You have the flexibility, you have the power to innovate, you're not dependent on anyone. So we were one of the first clients of Taurus. The solution is Taurus Protect. Taurus has is also the custodian solution that Seba and Signum are using, and that Fontobel also is using. So it's a hardware module. We didn't have the MPC solutions yet, and well, they're not very efficient. So it's based on hardware security models, and we control the whole custody. So we have two sites, different sites. The software solution is with us, and Taurus will upgrade the solution and upgrade the technology. We apply the same processes that we have in the bank for 60 years, so the same controls, the same processes. We have the same risk management tools. We do consolidate everything into our core banking system, so the clients who do not have two solutions to look at, they can see in their portfolio whatever they have invested in, and even in the e-banking. And we have a 3402 certification that was just confirmed a few months ago. It's a type 2, and it controls all the processes and the controls on these processes. So we are very happy about our solution, about what we are offering in this space. Obviously, trading services are plugged into the custody, and it's very easy to do. And we came a long way since 2019, where we started the business, where it was quite fragmented. It's still fragmented, but it has nothing to do with what it was 3 years ago. And it's getting more professional, more institutionalized, and it's easier to navigate today. In terms of risk, I feel much happier today than I was 3 years ago trading on Signal or Telegram or WhatsApp. Today you've got platforms, you've got STPs being developed, you have prime brokerage solutions, which didn't used to exist. So today, we build on this know-how that we had for the last 3 years, and I think I'm quite happy about the platform that we have in place for trading and for our clients. So the advisory services also we include, it's obviously included in our services, not just execution, because we are a private bank. So we have the expertise, we have people that follow the market, they've been in the market since 2014, 2015. We have our blog, which was created, where we include education material, news, on-chain analysis, and technical analysis. We started lending to clients. They can borrow against Bitcoin or Ethereum with a loan to value of around up to 40%. We introduced staking. Staking is on Tezos, and probably we'll introduce on Polkadot and some ERC20 tokens very soon. So these are all the tokens that we're offering and what we can technically offer. We've adopted the view that we need to have due diligence on whatever tokens we admit into the acceptable investor universe that we have for our clients. So we do our due diligence on the products, on the security, etc. We need to have this barrier, otherwise, reputation-wise, it's going to be very complicated for us. And we also introduced some discretionary mandate. It's a bespoke, tailor-made discretionary mandate, 100% cryptos for some of our clients. It's obviously on demand and for highly risk eager clients that want to have their own portfolio construction in cryptos. Well, this is I know it's quite a bit small, but these are the timelines of the project, and that's why I would say what are the major takeaways and lessons we've learned and how to be able to introduce innovation and such a project in a traditional private bank. So first of all, I mean, I started, as I said, talking about it, introducing the idea to the board in 2017. They were not against it. I was the one who put it on hold till I found the right solution in 2018. So September 2018, we had the first meeting with Taurus and the other providers. We introduced the first education and training session for the whole bank, because here what you need to have is the buy-in of all the major stakeholders of the bank. So it goes from top to bottom. If you don't do that, you will face a real problem, and at that stage it will stall. So what we try to do is to have the whole buy-in of the whole bank, that they know what we're talking about, they know where we're going to, and what we want to achieve. Then in December 2018, the contract with Taurus was signed. The kickoff meeting was in December. The first kickoff was in December 2018. We picked key people of every department involved, so around 8 departments were involved, and you cannot ignore them. So compliance, legal, IT, operations, trading, obviously, and I forgot one, wealth management, and well, I forgot one, but as important as all the others. So, and they were involved since the beginning, and these key people were also keeping in the information flowing in the department, and that's extremely important to do that. And then we moved on. In May 2019, we were ready. We waited till September 2019 to get the green light for FINMA. We had to be patient. It was worth it. And then we started the activity September 2019. First client came in trading in December 2019. There was the first order. And in March 2020, we were the lead investors in the Series A made by Taurus. And because we thought that they are strategic partners for us, and we believed in the product, we believed that it's the way to go forward. And in order to achieve, it was important for them also to have a bank that is quite eager to innovate, to introduce new products all the time, to be their partner. And July 2020 was the first crypto client, so not an existing client, but a client that came from the crypto universe. So it was a post-ICO client. It took 9 months to onboard that client. So when I'm saying that you need buy-in, first of all, compliance is the main. We found that the biggest bottleneck we had was compliance. So when you had 9 months to onboard a client, it was putting the whole project in jeopardy. Obviously, what we did in this case, so there's no way that we could outsource this thing, because we found that compliance internally were not very comfortable, even though if it's coming, opinions were coming from outside. So what we did is we took some expertise that was existing in the market, we introduced them into the compliance department, and that way we achieved education from the inside. Today, I'm very happy to see that we can onboard a client exactly the same profile as that in a week. So it was a complete change. And then we went to, we added Tezos because we started with Bitcoin and Ethereum. In February, we had 45% of the bank staff enrolling into a massive online course about blockchain, the University of Nicosia. Again, this is important to keep the training, to keep people engaged into the project, and that's what we did. And we were happy to have that. It was quite massive to see them really taking pleasure and taking the exams and having very good results in there. In June 2021, we introduced staking in Tezos. For the crypto-savvy part of the audience, staking is very easy, something very easy to understand. It's a concept, but you cannot imagine how difficult it was to introduce a simple idea like staking into banking. So is it securities lending? Is it the money market? What is it? Is it corporate action? How can we deal with it, etc.? So you need a lot of creativity, a lot of agility, and intellectual agility and convincing to do in order to innovate. So this is the whole, and here we are now in March 2022. We had the ISA 3402 Type 2 certification, and we introduced all these products we talked about. And we still have plenty of things to do. Today, we are strategically involved in the ecosystem. It's not a one-off, and we will continue to invest in it and to develop in this, digital assets. And we got plenty of projects to come. I think that's it. Talk too much. Well, thank you.